Hello and welcome to Leeroy Gaming, where today we continue our coverage of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous that is currently in beta form. Now today we will be starting a series covering the various companions that you will have an opportunity to recruit to your party. If you want to navigate this video easily, I have created timestamps in the description below so you can jump around the different characters that you're going to have a choice to take a look at, as well as the sections covering the various aspects of the video. Now, if you're enjoying this content and want to help me out, make sure to like and subscribe, share this video with those that you know. It helps my little fledgling channel grow tremendously. Also, I really appreciate and love talking to all of you. So utilize those comments below if you have questions, requests of the type of videos you'd like for me to make when it comes to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Please do post them there. There have been numerous cases, including this very video that came up because I had one of my viewers request it. Hint, hint. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the very first 4 companions that you will have access to. Now, the very first companion that we're looking at is Seelah. You will have the opportunity to recruit her, and in fact, it's impossible, as far as I know, not to have the opportunity to recruit her right at the beginning of the game in the underground caves of Canabras. Simply follow the tutorial part of the game, and you will meet Seelah. Now, her bio story, the Knight Errant, it is unusual to find so much cheer in a person of such a dark past, and strange to see a former thief and a street urchin wearing the shining armor of Aimedes' paladin. The young woman has forged her faith from the pain of her losses and her thirst for justice and redemption. She has managed to preserve her compassion and kindness underneath her steel armor. Will this become Seelah's weakness, leading her to ultimate ruin? Now Seelah as a lawful good alignment. So if you're going for a really nice good guy playthrough, she's going to be an amazing individual for you to take on. As far as her class and her stats, she is a traditional baseline paladin, which is quite powerful in this game. Now, if you want to learn all about the paladin class and what she will be able to do if you continue her as a baseline paladin as you level up, make sure to check out my deep dive video that covers everything about paladins at the core as well as the subclasses. You're going to see a link popping up for this right now. Now, stat-wise, don't mind this red mark. She actually has a fatigue marker on her, so she's better than stated here. She actually has 18 strength, 13 dexterity, 14 constitution, 10 intelligence, 13 wisdom, and 15 charisma. Now, analyzing her stats, obviously the 18 strength is nice. It's going to be +4 bonus. The 13 dexterity will make sure that she's got that at least that +1 modifier to dex that most plate armor will allow her. The rest of her stats are okay. Constitution's a little low. I'd like to see that charisma at 16 as well. The way she's generated, they didn't stat dump at all for her. So you could definitely create a paladin that is a little bit more min-maxed, but she's got if you're going to take advantage of the story involvement, she could be quite a bit worse. So she is a nice, legitimate option for you if you want a traditional paladin. Now, the second individual we're going to focus on is Camellia. Now, Camellia is the second character you will have kind of access to your party, and you also will meet her in the underground caves of Canabras, and you have an automatic opportunity to meet her and have her join your party, so there's no way that you're going to miss her. Now, her backstory is blue blood. Camellia has both youth and talent in her favor. She tirelessly fights demons and cultists alike, but prefers to keep her distance from her fellow warriors. It's hard to tell if this is the arrogance inherent to some people of noble birth, or if she has another reason for keeping her companions at arm's length. Her alignment is neutral, so she can fit into any type of party. Now, class-wise, she is a special subclass of the shaman, which is the Spirit Hunter Shaman. And yet again, if you would like to learn all about the shaman and the Spirit Hunter Shaman and the progression, do check out my video covering the shaman class, and that should be popping up as well. Stat-wise, she's going to have 11 strength, 19 dexterity, 14 constitution, 10 intelligence, 16 wisdom, and 13 charisma. Now, a little bit of this is a little bit unoptimized here. You're going to be able to get 20 dex, obviously, at level 4, get that extra point. Overall, though, decently balanced. She tends to play with, I play her as a ranged class initially on, but you could also easily have her use a setup where she uses a rapier and like a buckler. Because of the high dexterity, she's got a decent AC and can kind of play that melee range shaman class pretty effectively. Good wisdom, constitution's okay. So again, decent build out stat wise. They didn't ruin her in any way, and considering she's got an interesting story as well, definitely a viable option for you. Now, the third character we're going to be looking at is going to be one of the first two mutually exclusive characters. So Lann is going to be mutually exclusive from Wenduag. And you can probably see a lot of that has to do right here of that alignment. He's lawful neutral, and she's going to be neutral evil. Now, he is another character that you will meet in the underground caves of Canabras. And there's going to be a minor spoiler warning right now. So if you don't want the spoiler, mute this or skip ahead 10 seconds in 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're going to have a choice to either side with him or Wenduag. And if you don't, whoever you choose with, the other person will leave. Okay, spoiler alert is done. So if you choose to keep him, let's take a look what Lann is all about. His story is distorted, not broken. Lann the Mongrel is a curious sight, even for the distorted land of the World Wound. A descendant of the first Crusaders, a child of the caves beneath Canabras, he followed his new leader up towards the light of the foreign sky. It seems that nothing can shake his composure, but is that really true? How strong is a man's resolve built upon a self-imposed death sentence? His alignment is lawful neutral. Now, Lann is a Zen archer monk. And if you want to learn all about the Zen archer monk and the other monk archetypes, do check out my deep dive video for the monk class. You can see that popping up right now. Now, as far as stats wise, Lann is bonkers. I think somebody must have face planted on the plus button when it came to allocations of points allowed on a build. He has a ridiculous 17 strength, a ridiculous 17 dexterity, 14 constitution, 11 intelligence, and a ridiculous 17 wisdom, and only sacrificing 9 in charisma. This should not be possible, normally the stat allocation. As you level up, you're going to easily be able to get 18 dex, 18 wisdom, eventually even 18 strength, just by leveling up a level 4, 8, and 12 if you want to do that way. You can take full advantage, for example, as composite bows, so getting that plus 4 damage bonus, plus having insane AC, and of course, as a monk, having that 18 wisdom is going to help twofold. Very, very powerful class. You are not going to be able to make a normal, a default companion anywhere close to this powerful. This is also more powerful than your main character, Zen Archer Monk, can be. So if you're looking to have a Zen Archer Monk in your party, and you're not going lawful evil, for example, this is probably the best choice for you. Now, the final character that we are going to see here and cover here is Wenduag, and she is mutually exclusive with Lann. And if you want to hear why, go ahead and, if you haven't listened to it already, go to Lann's portion of this video. I have a little spoiler warning there, and it will tell you how to pick one or the other, but you will not have the opportunity to keep both of them. So the story for Wenduag is survival of the fittest. The deadly and cunning huntress from the mongrel tribe left her home to travel to the surface of her new commander. She inhabited a harsh and brutal world where the weak inevitably become prey for the strong. So she chose to be strong. Is there anything in the world she wouldn't do in her quest for power? Or will survival always remain her primary instinct? And her alignment is neutral evil. Class-wise, she is a baseline fighter. Nothing wrong with that, because in this game, the baseline fighter is extremely strong. Now, stat-wise, has a 16 strength, 20 dexterity, 14 constitution, 10 int, 12 wisdom, and 5 charisma. Don't expect her to pass any persuasion checks, but because skill checks are party-wide, you're never going to have to worry about this. This is a perfect stat dump for her. The 20 dex, 16 strength gives her a lot of options. You could easily make her a good kind of ranged, basically a heavy armored archer fighter, hybridizer, so sometimes be frontline and sometimes shoot from the range. Lots of different opportunities. Very good stat allocation overall for a fighter. Constitution could be a little higher, but you could either bump that up or, again, make her kind of a hybrid character that's not necessarily going to frontline, but use archery from the range and maybe combo with heavy armor in case somebody gets close to her and beats her up. Or, of course, you could also lean into it a little differently. Lean into that high dex, so maybe get medium armor, and then try and take advantage of maximizing that dexterity bonus. And then at high levels, when your armor training basically maxes out, you're going to be able to take advantage of that full dexterity bonus as well, even in plate armor. So those are your first 4 beginner characters. Hope you guys enjoyed this feature. Would love to hear your comments below as I create other videos. If you have special requests or questions, do let me know. I am considering some build-out videos, namely taking the companions all the way to level 20, mythic path options, etc. So again, throw your ideas at me. I want to kind of, as I finish up my basic class videos and I go through these companion videos, I want to see where you guys want to see me continue this pathway. As you already know, those of you that have been interacting with me, I really take what you ask of me to heart, and I'd much rather make videos in line of what my little group of followers is asking for than me randomly picking them up or trying to search some algorithm. I've been really enjoying this. Again, very, very sincerely, thank you so much for the support. I really look forward to your comments and interacting with you. As always, guys, you've already been doing it, but like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, helps me greatly. And until next time, this is Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming. See you guys in the next video.